Come on, come on, come on. Well, you know what they say, 99% of gamblers stop before they win big. Time to pull out my wallet. I say this because I've seen TikToks on this game and a little kid recommended it to me to review, I guess. And basically Pet Simulator 99 in a nutshell. I'll go into more detail into that later in the review. Let's get started. Part 1, what is Pet Sim 99? Pet Sim 99 is kind of like a gacha game. Reminds me of mobile games from back in the day, like Dragon City and stuff like that, where you would pay to get like creatures and then you would like breed them, but there's no breeding in this game. Other than that, it's just kind of like nice to look at, like little pets or little blocks. They're kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. And then you just go around collecting coins and then diamonds and then turning those in for items and stuff. It's really weird. There's not much to say about the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop is you start, get coins with your pets, buy more eggs, hope for you get a better pet to do even higher coins, keep going back and forth. And here's the problem with the game. Part 2 might cause a gambling addiction. It was clear that this was a gambling game because the people on these TikToks had the same reactions of those people slamming the slot machine with their buttons constantly, even if it's already spinning.
Oh, yo, come on, come on, come on. Get that on it, get that on it, get that on it. Click it.
As you can hear in the background, the mass clicking, even though you only have to click it once, it's very similar to how the people that play slots slam the button constantly and touch the screen. So as we know, gambling is very addicting. Gacha games are built off this practice. And this game has a lot of gacha elements to it. And just like slot machines in Vegas, this game has very pretty colors with little blocks everywhere, and it's very vibrant, it's very nice to look at. I don't actually mind the look. I think that's the point. It's meant to lure you in, so you want to spend some money, maybe just a little bit then, but then you don't get the pet you want. And then you just keep going and going and going. It's basically just gambling like slots. Instead of winning money, you win these little tiny pets. And most people try to get these things called huge pets. They're basically just big versions of the pets you can normally get. So while that might be a really big problem, it might not be at the same time, because this game, it does have pop-ups for trying to get you to spend Robux and stuff, but it also seems like most players done it all free. So it doesn't look like it's as bad as others, but I can definitely see how someone might get addicted trying to get something like a special pet, like an event one that's super rare. Because there is a trading market, so these pets do have value. Which means, since they do have value, there might be backdooring off-site and selling it for real money. Maybe like $50 for like a big dragon pet, I don't know, just an example. So there might be a real big problem with gambling, and since this is meant for little kids, obviously by looking at it, you might be able to start a gambling addiction early for your kids if you're not watching out for this type of game. Let me move on to the last part, because this is going to be a really short review. There's not much to say on this game. There's not a lot to it. It's a very simple gameplay loop. Part 3, final thoughts. And as much as I don't like super monetization on Roblox games, I understand it is a necessary evil, but there is a point where it's just greed. Look at the Block Street developers, $50 for a perm fruit. But in this case, it might be a little worse, depending, because nothing is guaranteed on these gachas. You might never get the pet you want, even after $2,000. And that's a big problem for a kid's game. Look at the gacha players, there's a thing called whales for a reason. So what do I give this game? I give it like a 5, it's average. And for potential, I give it a 0. Because how the systems are set up, you just get more pets and it doesn't really change anything. Just more models, I guess. In conclusion, if you see your little cousin or someone playing this game that's under the age of 10, please take it away from them. It could cause a gambling addiction. Other than that, if you play responsibly, just like slots, it could be fun. Like and subscribe. What's up, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. See you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's up, Scooby-Doo?